and 100% renewable by 2040. That is possible thanks to our untapped potential of nearly 78 gigawatts of solar energy, over 57 gigawatts of wind energy, at least 10 gigawatts of geothermal energy, and 6 gigawatts of hydro. But the small grid size and relatively high energy costs have made it hard to attract energy-intensive industry to Kenya in the past. Yet energy-intensive anchor demand is exactly what is needed to make investment in additional renewable energy generation capacity bankable. Therefore, renewable energy generation capacity and industrial deployment need to be developed concurrently to overcome the current stalemate where each is waiting for the other to happen. This is a fundamental difference with European renewable energy development, where limitations may be available locations, maybe permits, and grid management, but you do not need to line up demand before you develop an investment case. This African reality tends to surprise foreign investors and drive the misunderstanding that there is no viable opportunity. So, what does Europe need to do to enable Africa meet its full potential as an energy and climate solution center? 1, Africa needs the right type and amount of investment capital to become the green industrial powerhouse of the world. Renewable energy investment and associated infrastructure is almost all upfront capex. With the right level of investment, Africa can provide energy success for all by 2030 while reducing total emissions related to energy generation by approximately 80%. Let me say that again. With the right level of investment, Africa can provide energy access for all by 2030 while reducing total emissions related to energy generation by approximately 80%. Number 2, Africa should position to serve European demand for products and services and not to be locked out through trade barriers. The carbon border adjustment mechanism to be introduced by the EU should engage production from places such as Africa that could offer low embedded emissions produced using renewables. And number 3, to enhance innovative financing, the EU should access more high-quality African carbon credits which offer core benefits such as biodiversity and improved livelihoods to be used in EU emission trading compliance markets. We need to work together to raise standards and avoid low-integrity carbon while realizing high prices for African countries and communities that are doing the difficult work of protecting nature and managing carbon. In Kenya, Parliament is finalizing the enactment of the carbon market regulations and activation plan, which should be in force in a few months. Aligning European concessional and multilateral capital to Africa's climate action agenda will not only generate economic growth and competitiveness, but also contribute to addressing the climate crisis for humanity. There is need to face down climate incompatible funding so as to free funds for climate action and lock much more concessional finance and low-risk development finance needed to be much more available, much more accessible, and much more affordable. Number 5, African economies do not have sufficient access to suitable debt